Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin Ashrafil Mursaleen wa ala alihi ashabihi wa ajma'in. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah. So we're going to continue with numbers today. It will be our last session on numbers. And basically, we are going to do fractions and what we call ordinal numbers. Yeah. But before that, there are a few more numbers that I need to go through with you. These are the bigger numbers, yeah? So we did 1 to 2. We know this is built in, yes? We know from the word itself whether it's singular or dual, yeah? Then we have the range of numbers between 3 to 10. And we said this is the only range of numbers where it is treated like how we would treat numbers in English, yes? Meaning the thing that we count will be plural. Just like we say 2 dogs, 2 cats, 1 house, 2 houses, yes? Whenever we have more than one, we will have an S added to it, or the plural of that word is used. Yeah. So this is the only range in the Arabic numbers where the ma'dud, the thing being counted, is treated as plural. As you can see, everywhere else is treated as singular. The exception was number 300 in the Quran. Yeah. Then we had what we called compound numbers that were in 2 parts. One part was the unit, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the tens. Yeah, that means it will be 1 and 10, 2 and 10, 9 and 10. Yeah, but in English we would say 11, 12, 13, 14, up to 19. Yeah, so the ma'dud, the thing being counted, in this case would be singular and then mansub. Yeah, and it would be singular and mansub for numbers that go in tens, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yes, and it will be singular and majroor for numbers above 100. Yeah, above 100 it will be singular and majroor. Yeah, so I have a little chart here to help you remember. Now, the additional numbers that we want to look at is here, yeah. And like I said, the special number here is 300. 300 is treated like an idafa, meaning 3 of 100, yeah. 3 of 100. This is how we would look at it in English, yeah. 3 of 100. And the thing being counted is a mudaf ilay. Yeah, so you would have mudaf ilay, the second part, which is also the mudaf to the ma'du, the mudaf ilay. And then we have 1,000 and 2,000. Yes, the thing being counted is also a mudaf ilay. But we would use alfu or alfa. Yeah, alfu or alfa. Yeah, depending on whether it is rafa or mansub or majrur. Yeah, so but it will always be this form, no other form. There is no feminine form. Yeah. Then we have 3,000 and 5,000. Yes, this is also treated as mudaf, 3 of 1,000, 5 of 1,000. Yeah, that's how we will go. And this is how we write it. Salasu alfin. And this one, take note, this is actually the plural form of alfun. Yeah. So this is al-laf. Yeah, al-laf. So hamsu al-lafin. No. So here 50,000. So this is khamsu. Yeah, hamsuna in this case, alfan. And we said that, remember, these numbers, the decades, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, they are always in this form. They only change whether when it is majroor or mansub. So this is marfu. It will become hamsina. Yeah, hamsina for both majroor and mansub. Because remember, the status of the number will depend on the role that that number plays in the sentence. Now, for this particular number, the ma'dud, yes, is still mudaf ilay, yes. However, we don't have a mudaf ilay situation here. We have a number, the decade number, 50 of 1,000. Yeah, although we say it in English 50 of 1,000 as if it is like mudaf ilay, but in this case the 1,000 is tamyiz, it's mansub. Yeah, 50 of 1,000 here, this is tamyiz. Remember, I did say that strictly speaking, these are all tamyiz, yes, and this is the only case when tamyiz is majroor. Yeah, but it's easier to understand when you look at something majroor and it's part of another word, right? To look at it as mudaf ilay. So that's why the more popular way of writing this is mudaf ilay. But actually, in a way, it is tamyiz, tamyiz, tamyiz. Yeah, in majroor form, and here tamyiz in mansub form. Okay. Now we're going to do a bit of exercise here. Yes, Sister Nada, are you able to? Inshallah.
Yes.
Okay, let's come up. Okay, let's see how. See, it's quite simple. Here's the sentence. And I just need you to pick which is the correct word to go in the blank. Yeah, so the words I have given here.
Yeah. The first one is easy, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
Okay. في الشقة أربع غرف.
Good. Alhamdulillah. Urafin. Yeah, so this is actually the plural of urfa. Yeah, and if we said numbers 3 to 10, it's always plural, the ma'dud. Okay, what about the second one?
هذه سيارتي. Where are you? Where are we?
Yeah,
أربعة أبواب. I
yeah,
think.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Yes, arba'atu abwabin. Yeah, because this is like I said, the easy way of looking at it. Mudaf ilayh, and of course this is light. Yeah, and with no up.
Yeah. Okay.
What about the third one?
Okay.
Kam.
كم لك. We need a تمييز here, so we see the only option for تمييز is أختن. كم أختن لك? How many
Yes,
sisters do you have?
I have 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
MashaAllah. I have only
Mashallah.
one and no brothers.
No brothers. Oh, okay. I don't have
Yeah. My
brothers
mother
either.
was so mean. She
No.
didn't have many kids.
No, I'm sure there's other reasons. I don't think she's mean. You're too nice a person. Okay.
Just kidding. But our mothers don't think like us. They
Okay.
say three is too much and two is too less. So they never found the correct option.
Okay. All right, here we go. Indi alfu. Indi alfu.
ألف. I think دولارا. No. What?
This is
No.
1,000.
Yeah. So it's دولار. Yeah.
Dolarin. Yes,
Plural
good.
مجرور. We said yeah.
Yeah.
جاءت.
Singular majrur. Yeah, singular majrur.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
said plural. I think yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so جاءت
جاءت امرأة.
imra'atan. Imra'atan.
Okay. So 13 امرأة. I think.
Salah. The middle one. Yeah, the middle one. Hmm? Yeah, it's the middle
13.
one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It has the ashra has to follow the noun, so it's 13. The
Asharata. Yeah.
second one. Yeah.
So this would be opposite. Yeah, but this one will follow this. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
closer
yeah.
one.
The noun, the gender.
Ma'dud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about this one? لقد نام.
Yeah, ma. Oh, so it should be masculine. So it's no. Yeah, what? أربعة أربعين أربعون.
That should be una. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. أربعون ساعة. ساعة.
أربعون ساعة. This is nama. This is fi'il with fa'il.
Yeah, I see that, but does it have to be متعدي? No, it doesn't. Because just like ذهب نام, it doesn't need a
Mhm.
مفعول.
It is okay, but in this case it does. It does need a maf'ul because he's sleeping. Yeah, he is
Yeah, because
sleeping.
maybe I have to think Arabic here, not
Mm.
Albanian.
Yes. So, how long did he sleep for? That's the
أربعين then. Okay.
yes. Yes.
أربعين
Arba'ina.
ساعة. Okay.
Yeah. So because it's the decades, it is mansub. Yeah. 20,
Mm-hmm.
30, 40. Yeah. So this is why this is mansub. Yeah. That
Yeah, yeah, it was the sign. Yeah, now I got it. It was so clear.
alhamdulillah.
If I had my mind with me in that moment. مررت.
I'm
Okay,
just
this should
amazed that
be
you're
better.
doing this while you're cooking. Okay.
No,
Marartu.
no, I left. I told you they're gonna be eating eggs, fried eggs today.
Right.
مررت على تسعة. This should be
Wow.
مجرور و
Yes. Yes, that should be majhul.
وأربعين.
Mhm.
No, it's not أربعين.
Yeah, that's
Um,
correct. Arba'ina part is correct, but
yeah,
what
but the
about
Taliban, I
mm,
need to fix the Taliban now because it should be, yeah, it should be plural. So I think
mm?
it's أربعين طلابا. No,
Why is it plural? Remember,
why?
it's
No, no,
only
no, no.
plural once. It's only plural for one range of numbers, 3 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah, and it has to be plural, but there is no plural. No, Ustada, no option is correct. Yeah, I found it.
This is the plural here, tulaban. This is one
Yes,
plural.
but yeah.
But we can't have a plural because this is actually 40, right? 40. So
Oh,
40 is outside the range
what
of,
a huge mistake. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's outside the range of 3 and 10. So it still is uh,
40
طالبا.
طالبا. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
أربعين
Okay.
طالبا. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
Okay.
So just remember that it's only plural between 3 and 10. Yeah. And everybody else will be singular. It's the mansub and majroor that you have to be a little bit, careful. Yeah. Because, like I said, it's mansub for this case, for the
Yeah.
40, 50, 60, yeah. And then this one is mansub. Why is this mansub? Because it's the
Because
maf'ul.
of,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it has to follow.
Yeah. It is the thing being counted and it's following. All right. Alhamdulillah. Now we're talking about a new subject here. So here you can just
These are
listen.
easy.
You can listen to this one. So what's an ordinal number? The easiest way to remember this ordinal
First,
numbers.
second one, I think. First,
Yeah,
second, third. Yeah.
yeah, it shows order. Okay, that's the
Yeah.
easiest way to
Okay.
remember it. ORD, order, ordinal numbers. Yep, might not be the actual meaning, but yeah, it shows a place of an object within a certain order, right? As you say, first, second, third, fourth. Now, these are all ordinal numbers. Now, with Arabic, the ordinal numbers is written in the isim fa'il pattern. That makes it easy, right? So you know the root letters, you just say it as fa'il. Yeah. So this is where you see here, for example, saminun, yeah, fa'ilun, sadisun, fa'ilun, yeah, rabiun, fa'ilun, yeah, salisun, fa'ilun, all the fa'ilun. This is sanin because this is nakis. Yes, so for nakis, your isim fa'il ends with a kasratain. Yeah, that's why we have madin as well. Yeah, so that's the reason why here. And the only exception is first. This is awwalun. Yeah, it doesn't have the fa'il pattern. Okay, as you say, easy. So let's do a little exercise from the Quran. Here's the Arabic. Here's the Arabic. Yeah. ما يكون من نجوى ثلاثة إلا هو رابعهم ولا خمسة إلا هو سادسهم ولا أدنى من ذلك ولا أكثر إلا هو معهم أينما كانوا, wherever they are. Okay, so this is from Surah Mujadilah, yes, and Allah is talking about Him being everywhere. Yes, He is everywhere. You cannot hide from Allah. Yeah. So here the translation is, there is no private conversation blank, but that He is the blank, nor are there blank, but that He is the blank of them. Yeah, and no less than that, and no more, except that He is with them in knowledge wherever they are. Yeah, aynama kanu. So what is here? What's this word? Salasatin. What would be the translation here? Salas.
From three. I think it's from a group of three.
Yep. So this is 3. And he
Yeah.
is the
fourth.
fourth.
Put
Rabi'un.
Yeah.
And
Wala
khamsatin.
khamsatin, in a group of 5. In 5.
Yes. Excellent. And he is
The sixth.
the
With
6th of them.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See? Very simple exercise. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
One Friday coming up. Okay. Now we go on to fractions. Okay, so fractions that we use in the Quran. We're not going to do fractions as in so that you can do maths in Arabic. No, just what we find in the Quran. The first one, I'm sure we know this. Yes, nisfun. Yes, nisfun. Yeah, we know this.
It's half.
And
Yeah.
yes, and sulusun, which is
1/3.
third, and sulusani. It's a dual here.
30.
It's a dual here. If this is 1/3, and if it's dual, this would be, this is 1/3, this is dual of 1/3, this would be.
I don't know, and my phone is calling. Subhanallah.
Oh,
Why?
okay,
Do you hear me? Okay, you hear me. Okay, let's call them. Let it be. Thuluthani. So it's 60, I think.
Okay, if the mufrad is sulusun, which means 1/3, yes, then the
It's 2/3
musanna,
then.
yes, 2/3, yes, musanna.
Even your kids would know this.
Okay, now rubu'un.
Rubu'un, yes, it's a 140. Okay.
1/4,
No,
yes.
it's not 140. 1 from 4. How do I say it in English?
1/4,
I lost
yeah,
it.
1/4.
Yeah, 1/4.
Then khumusun.
It's a 1 from 5 or 1/5. Do we say? Yeah.
Yes, excellent. Sudusun.
Yeah, 1/6.
And sumunun.
1/8.
Excellent. Ahsanti, Sister Nada. Here we go. Yes, alhamdulillah. There it is. This was nice. Yes, Sulusani. they have ways of writing things that's really neat. Okay, so let's look at the Quran. Now this is an idafa. Yes, this is an idafa. So here is sulusai. Yes, sulusai. So obviously this has become light. Yeah. So we understand from here, because of the min, what we saw as sulusuna, sulusani, sulusuna, sulusani, which was 2/3, right? Remember, now has become sulusaini because of the min. Yeah, that was sulusani was dual marfu. Yeah, so sulusaini is now majrur, and it has become light. Yeah, so sulu sayil laili. Yeah, sulu sayil laili. Wa nisfahu wa sulusahu wa ta'ifatum minal lazina ma'a. Yes, so what is this about? Indeed, your Lord knows he's talking to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that you stand in prayer almost sulusain. What do you think this is? Sulusain. What is the word here? Sister Nada?
Jeez, the word. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Remember,
From.
it's become
Oh,
lightest. It's become
yeah.
originally
أدنى من ثلثي
there
ليلة.
is there
From
was
1/3 of the night. Yeah, one third of the night.
oh, this is
Isn't it?
dual, remember? Because it was sulusani, but it's become majrur now, becomes sulusaini.
Yeah, and we said 2/3. Yeah.
Yeah, 2/3. Yes, almost 2/3 of the night. Or
Yeah.
wanisfahu.
Or
Wanisf
half. Ah, this was very hard. Yeah, and half.
half.
And half of it. Yeah.
Or
What is for whom? Ah, now it gets easy again. Well, look at it. And
okay.
and 1/3, 1/3. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Yes, I love that.
Right.
Okay, yes, it's getting hard
Subhanallah.
again. It's getting hard. So, okay, so now we've finished with numbers. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, we're done with numbers, and we're going
Yeah.
to start a new topic tonight. Yeah, we're going to start a new
Alhamdulillah.
topic.
But Ustada, you have done a great job with these numbers. I need to open my notebook and start from there are 3 recordings, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, that's right. There
There,
are
yeah, with an open notebook because we have to learn the numbers once and forever. Because all
once and
this
for
time, I see when I see numbers, I have like a feeling like a heart attack anytime I see numbers.
I see
So,
numbers.
yeah.
Oh,
Because your slides have been really amazing
thank you,
with the
Sister Nada.
numbers. Jazakillah khairan.
The notes came from amazing teachers, so Alhamdulillah. I just made slides from them. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Salam. Okay, now let's start with the clarifier. What's this? Change of color. Okay. So the tamyiz. Yeah, the tamyiz. So why do we say it's the clarifier? Bismillah. So mahaza. What is it? The root letters, as you see, is mim, ya, and zai. Mumayyiz, yes. The thing that explains. So this is actually isim fa'il. So what family are we looking at here? Allama yu'allimu ta'liman. Yeah, so we're looking at family 2. The thing that explains mumayyiz, your isim maf'ul, the thing that you explain. Yeah. Now, tamyiz has certain characteristics. We know it is an isim. First thing is an isim. There's alif lam. So tamyiz is an isim. It is always mansub except you saw the case with numbers. Yes, when the tamyiz is a mudaf ilay, so to speak. Okay, and that's not grammatically correct, but you know what I mean when I say the tamyiz is a mudaf ilay when it comes to numbers. Yes, that's when it becomes majrur. It's mansub by default. It's a fadla. What is a fadla? That means it's not a sentence. Okay. And on another way to understand it, it's not a pillar of a sentence. So for example, in a jumlah ismiyah, the pillars would be mubtada, khabar. Yeah, without mubtada, or if you don't have a mubtada and you just have a habar, you have a habar without a mubtada, it's not a sentence. Okay, you have to have both mubtada and habar. Or something that takes the place of the habar, a muta'alliq bil habar, yes, then there is a sentence. But tamyiz is not all the things that I mentioned. It's not mubtada, it's not habar, it's not a muta'alliq bil habar. Yeah, it is something that is extra in a way, but actually it means something. It brings meaning to the sentence. Without it, the sentence is not strictly complete, but grammatically, the sentence is intact, meaning you can understand the sentence without the tamyiz. But of course, you will lose some dimension to that sentence. Yeah, there's an information that you don't have, without the tamyiz. And it is nakira, it is common. You don't have al for with a tamyiz, yes, it's nakira. And it comes after a complete sentence. Yeah, that's why it's fadla. Yeah. So, and most of the time it's jamid. What do I mean by jamid? It's not an isim that is derived from a verb. Okay, that's what I mean by jamid here. Not an isim that's derived from a verb. So we'll see. And it answers the question sometimes, not all the time. Yeah, ahyanan, sometimes what. Yeah, what. And it explains something. That it explains something. Why I've listed this down is because our next topic is hal. Yeah, hal. And we need to know the difference between tamyiz and hal. The most obvious difference is that tamyiz is usually one word, and hal can be a whole sentence. Okay, so that's one of the obvious differences. But both are mansub, both are fadla. Yeah, so this is where sometimes there is an overlap where you can have a tamyiz that is hal and hal that is tamyiz. It has a meaning of min, from, or of. Here, min, not so much from, it's more like of, yeah? Made of something. Yeah, so min. Okay, hold on. So we have two types of tamyiz. Wow, okay, kisman. Yeah, this is dual, two types. And what are they? The first one is something that describes, now we know that tamyin is an isim, yeah? It describes either a word, yeah, contained in an idea or characteristic contained in the previous word, or in the whole sentence. That means there was a sentence before it, and this tamyiz explains a bit more about that sentence, yeah? So there are two categories. First, what we call tamyiz adat. Actually, it's more accurate to call this tamyiz zat. Yeah, zat, because it's talking about something that's that something tangible, something that has essence, that has presence. Yeah. So it explains the meaning of one word only, and this word is said, stated, or spoken. Yeah. So that's why it has another name, malfuz. And we're talking about mufrad. Yeah, we're talking about mufrad here, meaning it's not a sentence. Sorry, fadlah just now did not mean it. It is not a sentence. Fadlah means something that is not a arkan or not a pillar of a sentence. Yeah. So here tamyiz malfuz because it is stated or spoken, and it is mufrad because it's explaining a word. Yeah, it is explaining a word. And that's where we have tamyiz with numbers because it's explaining a number. Then we have something called tamyiz nisbah. Yeah, so this is malhuz. What is malhuz? Lahaza actually means to take notice. So it's something that is not stated, but something that you notice about the sentence before it. Yeah, it explains the meaning of the sentence and the hidden connection or relation, nisbah, that is noticed. So lahaza means to take notice. But it's just easier to just remember tamyizat and tamyiz nisbah. Yeah, tamyizat, tamyiz nisbah. Okay. One is for sentence, one is for word. Okay, let's look at tamyizat. Yeah, I corrected this one, but I didn't correct the other one. Okay. There are four kinds of things. Yep. I wouldn't say zat is actually quantity, but I can't think of a better translation. Yeah, so we just use quantity for saying something that is there. There's of something that is, how do you say, measurable. Let's put it that way. Something that you can give amount to. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, so that's why we call it quantity, but strictly speaking, it's that it's an essence of something. So of course, number. Yeah, this is something that you can see. I bought 20 books. Okay, so I bought 20. So 20 what? No, people will ask 20 what? So I bought 20 books. Remember we said that Tamyeez answered the question what? Yeah. So here I bought 20 books. Now, اشتريت 20 كتابا. Yeah, 20, remember, this is, it is mansub because this is what you bought. Yeah, and this is the tamyiz that explains the number. Yeah, and we are using a decade number, and that's why it's in this form. Yeah, and because it's a decade number, this is mansub. Yeah, so that's the rule. It can be weight. Yes, so here, a kilo of apples. I bought a kilo of apples, right? So this is weight, something that you can measure. اشتريت kilo tufahan. Yeah, tufahan is apples, singular. Kail, yeah, in this case, it is volume or capacity. I bought a handful of rice, yes, and you know, handful in Arabic is sa'an, yeah, arzan is rice. And bu'd al-misaha, which is a linear measurement, length, yeah, basically. So I bought a meter of cloth in this case. So here we are. اشتريت مترا قماشا. Yeah, قماشا is cloth. So here we see that we are looking at one thing, just one thing, a single word. Yeah. Now, what do we mean by nisbah? So we said that it explains a sentence. It explains a sentence. So here we said is malhuz, something that you notice, yes, and it explains al-jumla. Here, that's the English of that. There are two types, mashallah. There were two types of tamyiz. Now there's two types of this particular type of tamyiz. Yep. So we have two types of tamyiz nisbah. Now this one, it's more like terminology, so don't be too bothered about it. Yeah, as long as you know, okay, this is tamyiz. Yeah, because you don't have to say this is tamyiz nisbah or this is tamyiz this and this. Yeah, just tamyiz will be enough in your i'rab and your understanding. Yeah, so we have something called mukhawwal, nisbah mukhawwal. So what is this? This means to change or to transfer. So the tamyiz was originally something else in the sentence. Yeah, so it can be viewed as the subject, the mubtada, the detail, the maf'ul bihi, or the doer, the fa'il in the sentence. And somewhere along the line, someone decided to rewrite the sentence and make it into a tamyiz. So what do I mean by that? Let's look at an example. Nothing like an example to make it clearer. Okay. So let's say we have two here. Two sentences that you see. Yeah, this was the original sentence. I'm sure you recognize this from the Quran. Yeah, Ana aksaru minka malan. This was the owner of the two gardens, remember, and his friend, and he is telling him, Ana aksaru minka malan. Yeah. Now, malan is a tamyiz here. Yes, why do we say that? Because if we take it away, this sentence still makes sense in a way. Yeah. Aksaru minka, I'm more than you. It's still a complete sentence. Yeah, but malan explains further, I am more than you in terms of money. Okay, so here they say it could have been this: mali, my money, aksaru is more min maliki than your money. Yeah, so my money is more than your money. Okay, the official translation of that is not this. Yeah, this is the translation of this one. So this one comes from Al-Qalam. Yeah, 1834. You can check on it. So this is where they say it has changed from what was original. And what was it originally in this sentence? This is the mubtada. Yeah, my money is, the invisible is aksaru, more than your money. Yeah. So they said it was originally mubtada, but now we have rewritten it to say something like this. Ana aksaru minka malan. Yeah. So this is why we say this is nisbah mukhawwal. Now here's another example from the Quran. وَفَجَّرْنَا الْأَرْضَ عُيُونًا. This is your tamyiz again. Yeah. وَفَجَّرْنَا عُيُونَ الْأَرْضِ. So here we're saying this is the fa'il of this action. فَجَّرْنَا. Sorry, not the fa'il. This is the maf'ul bihi of this action. فَجَّرْنَا. Yeah. So here, the translation is, and we caused the springs of the earth to burst forth. No, I think this is the fa'il. Yeah. So what is doing this, the bursting forth? It's the springs. Yeah, of course it's the fa'il. It's rafa here, right? So here, this is, oh no, it's the maf'ul bihi. How's that? Subhanallah. Oh no, this is not a jama, is it? Sister Nada, can you help me out here? What do you think this is? Is this plural?
Yes, it's plural.
Hmm.
Wow,
But
noon.
but but
We
this is
don't have
maf'ul
to see
bihi.
that, yeah.
But it is
But
maf'ul
I saw
bihi.
that
So
because
this is what happens. Yeah, but yeah, this is the maf'ul fajjarna because we caused, right? Allah is saying that He's doing it. So this is the doer actually built in. So this has to be the maf'ul bihi, yeah, or yuna. So maybe this is not a jama. I mean, it is a plural, but not
yeah,
as
because
in.
the singular is فانفجرت 12 عينا. So
Hmm.
this is plural. It's not ein. It's not ein. It's oyuna.
Know why I'm having problems? Because shouldn't it be yina if it was maf'ul bihi? No. Mansub. I mean, that's
This is
what.
so easy. I cannot solve this. It's not for me.
Okay, today we are not braining this. Hold on, we'll come back to this maybe the next class when I come back with an
Okay,
explanation.
okay. Yeah,
Subhanallah.
okay, inshallah.
No, but, this is light. Okay, so we see why this is mansub. Yeah, uyuna. Then we have this other case. Yeah, Taba Zaidun nafsan. So this is a sentence. Tabat nafsu Zaidan. So in this case, this is the fa'il, yeah, because it's doing the being. Taba is to be, when you say taib, something good, right? So this self or this nafs has become good, has become satisfied, has become pleased with himself. There's something like that. The translation here that I have actually is here. So Zaid, yeah, his soul became good on his own. This is why we say nafs, on his own. Yeah. So tabat nafsun Zaidin. Zaidin. The soul of Zaid became taba. Yeah, became taba. So here we said that the original sentence was this one, but we have made this taba Zaidun nafsan. Yeah. So Zaid became good or satisfied, or pleased. How, in what way? Himself, his soul, that became pleased. So we explain it using this sentence. Yeah, nafsu tabat zaidin. This one is a mudaf alayh. So here it is fa'il, al-fa'il. Okay. Tamyiz ghair mahal. This is the one where the tamyiz did not come from anything. Okay, did not come from anything. It just became mansub at the end of a sentence, and it's tamyiz because it clarifies the sentence. So here, for example, Imtala'a. Imtala'a is your fi'il. Al-baytu is your fa'il. And duyufan is not your maf'ul bihi, but duyufan is your tamyiz. Yeah, duyuf, remember, tamyiz are all jamid words. So duyuf, there is no verb. No, this is actually a jamid word. It's a noun that did not come from a verb. Yeah, we don't have dayafa, for example, guesting. Yeah, we don't have that. Yeah, this is just a jamid word, just like nafs. Don't know. So the answer here is the house is filled with guests. So who's doing the who's being filled? The house. No, the house is doing filling. Yeah, he's doing the filling. The house is filled with guests. Yeah, so in this case, it's straightforward verb, fa'il, and the tamyiz. Yeah, not maf'ul bihi, but tamyiz. Why we say it's ghair mahul? Because if we want to make it into a file, we can't make this into a file. Yeah, we can't make the guess into the file because the meaning will change. Yeah, the meaning will change. We can't make it into a maf'ul bihi because we said it is a tamyiz. It's not a maf'ul bihi. Yeah, because we are not doing the filling to the guests. Yeah, we are filling the house with the guests. Yes, but we are not doing the filling to the guest. So it's not a maf'ul bihi either. It's not the receiver of the action. And it cannot be a mubtada. We cannot say that the guest is filling the house, then it's back to a jumla ismiyah. It's not a jumla fi'iliyah. It's not a jumla ismiyah. Yeah. So that's why we say it's ghair. Yeah, it's not from another word. It came just like that. Duyufan. Imtala al baitu duyufan. Okay there, Sister Nada, so far?
Yes.
But you can more or less forget this because all you need to know is whether it's tamyiz or hal at the end of the day, or whether it's maf'ul bihi. Because sometimes there is this mix, yeah, whether it's maf'ul bihi or hal or tamyiz. So you need to rationalize which is which. Yeah, the easiest between tamyiz and hal, is it jamid word or is it mushtaqat? Yeah. So this is something we need to think and sit down. It's not a foolproof way because there are tamyiz that does come from a verb. Yeah, so there are exceptions to that. So it's not a foolproof way, but at least it's some way. Now we see from the above examples that you saw earlier that it can come from a verb. It can come from it can clarify a verb. It can also clarify a noun. Okay. So the nouns that we saw just now was aksaru. Yes, this is isim tafdil. And isim tafdils, most isim tafdils come with a tamyiz because we are comparing something with something. Yeah, so we need to explain what we are comparing. Yeah, so that's why we have the tamyiz with isim tafdil. Then we have ashrina. Yes, this is your number. And then these are your weights and length and volume. Yeah. So length and volume. Then the verbs that we saw that come with it was fajjarna, taba, imtala'a. Yeah. So this one comes with tamyiz. Yeah. So the tamyiz in English, it's usually translated with the words with, in, of, things like that. Yeah. There are prepositions. So just now the house is filled with guests. Yeah? So your guest is your tamyiz. So where do we find tamyiz in the Quran? Yeah, where do we find tamyiz in the Quran? So here in the Quran, we see an example of numbers when they take a tamyiz. Yeah. Ya abati inni ra'aytu ahada ashara kawkaban washamsa wal qamar. Yeah, this is of course Yusuf alayhi salam telling his father about his dream. Yeah, Ya abati, Diabati because it is a sign of love and affection. Yeah, he has added the T there. Yes, oh my father, I saw in my dream 11 stars, ahada ashara, and the sun and the moon. Okay, so what's the ruling here? Ahada ashara kawkaban. We said that when it is 10 and 1, 1 and 10, yeah, 1 and 10, what's the rule? Can you remember, Sister Nada? 1 and 10. Let's go back to the slide. I have no idea whether the slide...
3 to 10, okay, but 1 to 10 now
This is 11, right? So it will be 1 and 10. Yeah. Yeah. So the ma'dud is singular and mansub.
Yeah, singular mansub. Okay.
And it's a tricky gender on top of that.
That's
so
why it's kawkaban, yeah.
This sort of thing, we just have to keep on going back, until it sticks. It's not easy to remember, but it's not impossible either. Yeah, just because it's not easy doesn't mean it's impossible. Ahada ashara kawkaban. So this is mabni. This is mabni. Yes, this one will change according to the status. So this is, of course, your maf'ul bihi. What did he saw? He saw ahada ashara kawkaban. Kawkaban is tamyiz that explains the number 11. Yeah. So yeah. So here we say it is adad murakkab. Remember, compound number. Mabni ala fatha, just in both ones are for number 11, both are mabni. For number 12, sorry, I said this was mansub because it was maf'ul. Now that's wrong. For number 11, it is mabni. That means always ahada. You don't see ahadu, ahadi. Yeah, it's always ahada. But for number 12, when it is 2 and 10, yes, the 2 will change. Yeah, because that is how do you say, mu'rab. For the other numbers, 13, 14, 15, 16, it follows 11. Both parts are mabni. It's always written that way. Yeah. But yeah, this is fi mahali nasab maf'ul bihi. Yeah, it's fi mahali nasab, not mansub. Yeah, it's fi mahali nasab. If it was mu'rab, then it would have been mansub. But in this case, because it is mabni, we say fi mahali nasab. Kawkaban is tamyiz and mansub bil fatah. That's quite straightforward. Alhamdulillah. So now look at words that resemble words of quantity, like numbers. Yeah, they also take tamyiz. So what do we mean by this? In the Quran, this is this particular case. Yeah, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ. Yeah, here is khayran. The khayran is your tamyiz. But where's the number? It's not really a number. Remember, this one is zat misqala zarratin. This is an atom's weight. Yeah, an atom's weight. So meaning it is like a kilo, but we're talking about an atom now, so it's very, very light. Yeah, so misqala zarratin khayran yara. So even the smallest of your good deeds will be taken account. Yeah. It goes for the bad one as well. Yeah. So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it. Yeah. As we said, we will translate your good, the tamyiz, khairan, with words like of, with, from, yeah, things like that. So here again, this is your maf'ul bihi, a mudaf ilayh, which you call, if you can look at it as an adad in a way, yeah, or a weight, called zat. And Hayran is what explains this. Yeah, what explains this. Okay. Verbs that take tamyiz. Verbs that take tamyiz. Yes, we saw this. This is a popular one. Zidna. Increase us. We increase them. Azaban fawqal azab. Yeah. We will increase them in punishment. In what way are we going to increase them? In the punishment that they receive. Yeah. So as a sentence, we will increase them. It's complete. Yeah, we will increase what? We will increase them. Yeah, but there has to be a bit more explanation before it makes sense in a way. Yeah, grammatically, this is complete, but in meaning, there's something missing. Yeah, we'll increase them in punishment over their punishment. I mean, above their punishment, more. So zidnahum is your mubtada in this case. Azaban tamim mansub bil fatha. Where is the khabar? Zidnahum jumlah fi mahali rafa mubtada. I didn't put the mubtada, the khabar here. I'll put it back when I correct the notes a bit. Yeah, for this one. Then we have another one, hasunat. Yeah, this is also something that we see in the Quran. The word when we want to make something good. Yeah. So good is the settlement and the residence. Hasunat mustaqarran wa muqamman. So here's your fi'l madin, mabni ala fath. This one, this is a sign. Ta'nis is the attachment that we know that this is inside. And the damir is mustatir, hidden here, here. Yeah. And mustaqarran is tamyiz or hal. Now, this is one of those cases where it can be either. Why? Because this is not jamid. Mustaqarran is not a jamid word. Yeah. But at the same time, you can say that it is explaining something. Yeah. It's not the condition of someone. Yeah. Because remember, hal is supposed to be the condition of something. Yeah. But it's more like explaining this action. Hasunat. Yeah. And why? And because it's an action, that's where the hal comes in. It goes around in circles. Sorry if I'm confusing you. But this is why it can either be a tamyiz or a hal. Yeah. Because it's explaining an isim, it's tamyiz. Hal because it is an action. Yeah. So that's where we have this option of tamyiz or hal. Question, Mr. Sister Nada here? No? Okay.
No, Ustadha.
Okay. Just think about that. This one, when we do hal, we can remind me to come back to this, and then maybe inshallah, I'll try and make it clearer. Yeah, when we do hal. Inshallah. Okay. Now, tamyiz that take isms, we saw this also. Yeah. Usually, in this case, khayrun. Now, khayrun is an interesting word. Yes, khayrun is an interesting word. It's actually ism tafdil. Yeah. But you know, we always say isim tafdil has that form of af'alu. Af'alu. Yeah. But apparently in the Arabic language, it's used so often, and it's like it's more difficult to say khayru, you know. So they just shorten it to khayrun. But the meaning is there. It's isim tafdil, but you have you make the hamza, the yeah, they dropped it because it's used so often. Yeah, so they just say khayrun, but it's understood to be still isim tahdil. Yeah. So there is the authority is completely for Allah. Hunna lika there. Hunna is there lika for Allah in this case. Yeah. Al walayatu lillahil haq. The truth. He is best. Yes. Khayrun sawaban wa khayrun uqban. Yeah. Remember Allah, when you use isim ta'wil with Allah, there is no comparison. And that's why we always say best and not better. Yeah. There's just no comparison for him. So huwa khairun is mubtada wa khabar. Yeah. Sawaban is tamyiz. Wa khairun uqban is ma'tuf wahya. But it's in terms of Arab, it's actually the same. Yeah, it's like mubtada habar and the tamyiz. This would be habar, yeah, because this is ma'tuf to this first hayrun. Then we have ulaika sharrun makanan wa adallu an sawa'is sabil. Yeah. So here sharrun is like hayrun, but the other way around. Yes. Instead of good, it's now become worse. So there are worse in position. Remember, when it is here, it's tafdil, because there is a comparison. We are not talking about Allah anymore. So we don't use, how do you say, the superlative. We in this case, we use the comparative. Yeah, although both are actually isim tafdil. Yeah, so here we say those are worse in position and further astray from the sound way, or from the sound way. Yep, makanan, sound way. Yeah, so these are the fi'ils that you find in the Quran that we use alongside the tamyiz. Yeah, so alhamdulillah. That's all I want to say about tamyiz for now. And then when we do hal, we might come back here and clarify a few points that might still be a bit blur, yeah, for some of us, inshallah. Okay, any questions, Sister Nada, before we go?
No, Ustadha.
No, good. Alhamdulillah. Okay then. Subhanallah wa bihamdik nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Take care. I'll see you next week, inshallah.
Wa alaikum salam, Ustadha.